All right, hello and good morning from a rainy, cold, drizzly, and super windy Rutland, Vermont. Here at the Hampton Inn, we're starting our first day skiing here. There's the ultimate ski machine, and great charging overnight. The Rivian is at like 65%, I think. The Model X next to us now, which wasn't there last night, and then two cars icing the other ones. But what are you gonna do? And we are gonna be heading off to go ski. Hopefully, there's still some wax on our skis, even though since it's been raining all night. Oh well. All right, very happy with this charge overnight. We got up to 69% actually in, what would it be? Like 10 hours or so? Really not bad. Nice SEMA Connect units here. We're getting 6.3 kilowatts from them, but they've just been stable all night and we haven't had any issue. Do not seem to power share because last night both of these were being used. I don't know what everyone's doing with like using the wrong ones are, but this Tesla's using the one from over there instead of this one, but whatever. And they're free. So well done, Hampton Inn, Rutland, Vermont. Would recommend. Good breakfast. We're here the next 3 days. All right, and we are nice and toasty in here. I had preconditioning on. Battery should be nice and warm too. Let's see. 68 degrees, a little bit cold, but that's fine. And off to Okemo now. We're gonna stay in all-purpose mode. We have plenty of range, and I don't know why I'm being psychotic about getting early to the charger there so that we can have that and charge all the way up today. But I guess always be charging, right? So yeah, let's go check it out. All right, well, here we are at the Jackson Gore Village base at Okemo, and it's one of the spots that they have a ton of EV charging stations. So we have these combination Clipper Creek and Tesla ones, and there's 3 poles here. Each one has got 3, so it's 1 Clipper Creek J1772 and 2 Tesla ones. So what is interesting here is that there's not that many Teslas and so many other EVs here. And especially as more and more come on the road, there's more demand for these. So it can be tough because we've only got effectively 3 J1772 chargers here, but you've got all of these other Tesla ones. So what is great is having the option to use these with an adapter. So thank you to my friends at EVBase here for sending this one on over. This is working really phenomenally. So basically you just plug your Tesla one into this adapter and it goes right into your port here and you get a nice charge. And I think even more advantageous is we're actually getting a faster charge than if we are on the Clipper Creek one. So this is a 32 amp one on the J1772 and the Tesla one is blocked off, but I would suspect this is probably 40 or more. Output is 80 amps? I wonder if we're getting that much. That would be amazing. Let me see. I didn't look at what speed we're getting. Oh yeah, we're getting 8.8 kilowatts. Fantastic. 8.8. Woohoo! We're gonna be skiing longer than it's gonna take us to charge. Oh well. Although we might be hanging out in the car here for a while because of the rain. But anyway, thank you to EVBase for this. If you're interested in getting your own, link will be in the description below. Make sure to use my link in the code to save and help support the channel. Definitely recommend picking one of these up. All right, now look at this. We've got another R1S here. And I think they might be the launch screen because it's slightly like darker than ours, but I'm not totally sure. But anyway, fantastic charge session. We got the car like fully charged now, and we were able to warm it up so that we came back to a toasty car despite this like rain, snow, sleet mixture. All thanks to our Tesla to J1772 adapter here from EVBase, and just fantastic, great charge this whole time. We'll definitely be using this the other days that we're here skiing. Ooh, so foggy now. All right, well, it's been raining all day, and now we are heading back up over the Shelburne Pass again to head to Long Trail Brewing Company. But the rain just turned to snow, and It's getting interesting and pretty. Yeah, but we'll see if we're going to need to use snow mode at any point for some extra traction, I guess. But I think we'll be fine. We've got, I mean, we just have a lot of people were asking after all the other snow videos, but we have just the normal 21-inch road wheels with the normal all-season tires on them. So they're not snow tires, but they're not bad. They got some pretty deep tread, and then it's some chunky. So unless we're getting into like some deep snow here, we should be absolutely fine. Maybe, yeah. It's coming down now. This is what we wanted in Vermont. Phenomenal dinner at Long Trail. Really like the sugar shacks that they added. They're like little cabins basically out in the back. They have little like gas heaters in there, and it was really cool. I didn't realize like we got there and all of them were full except ours, and then I kind of felt bad there was just the 3 of us taking one, because you can book them for I think parties up to 8 or 10. But yeah, we left and we were the only ones that were still there, so we were clearly having the most fun. We were in a rousing game of Uno all night. But the food was amazing as always, and the beer was even better. But that was great, and now we're driving kind of back up the road here now to Killington, through the Shelburne Pass. It is not currently snowing, but it was kind of on and off, like rain, sleet, snow while we were sitting there. And there's definitely at least a bit more than a dusting here on the road. So so far, absolutely like no sign of snow or anything in the Rivian. We are not like losing traction or anything at all, and it's been doing great, so no need even for snow mode or anything like that. But this could be interesting for basically stuck behind this plow for the next 20 miles. Well, let's see. It could be an interesting drive back to the hotel. But I checked, and 3 of the 4 chargers are at least not charging cars right now, so it doesn't mean that their spots are open, but regardless, we'll see. In worst case, we've got another night there, and we've got 2 more days at Okemo, so we can always charge there. But yeah, just once again, loving the charging situations here in Vermont. I'm surprised that Long Trail didn't have chargers, but everywhere else basically seems to. We've been able to keep the car at a high state of charge, so we can also always keep climate control going so that we're nice and toasty. All right, we are passing Killington Resort now, and we got some actual snow down here on the road. We're just in all-purpose mode, and we're absolutely fine. So I guess the difference, though, is that snow mode is really more for like if you're kind of off-roading in deep snow. It's not really meant for like just driving regularly kind of on a main road like this. But one thing I do want to try to test out if we get a chance is in the latest software update, they changed the tuning for basically like slip start when you are using regen braking and at a stop in the snow, so that it won't be so aggressive and potentially cause you to slide while you're stopping like that. but we haven't really had any issues at all. I've had no desire to go into snow mode or like vary the way we're driving at all, because this is just absolutely plowing through this. I mean, it's not like it's super deep, but it's definitely, you know, some typical East Coast, Northeast crud that's on the road here. It's a mix of like snow, freezing rain, sleet, and rain. So conditions are not like great, and we got a lot of wind and stuff too, and it's just coming down. But it doesn't really look like they've been like plowing this road. But we're just doing absolutely fine here, and just loving how this is driving here. This is absolutely incredible. Really, really loving the Rivian here. Oh, and the other great thing is with regen braking. So we're going uphill now past Killington and then Pico and the Shelburne Pass, which is at, I think, about a little bit over 2,000 feet. On the way back down with regen braking, it actually feels way more stable than like normal braking, because you have a much more like kind of constant, regular slowdown than if you were like hitting the brakes periodically. Oh, now we're starting to feel it a little bit here, to be honest. Just a tiny bit of like slide. So we'll see how this continues going up through here, because we're not even at the highest elevation yet. But oh, there's apparently 2 lanes here, which is good to know. We're just kind of using them all. I'm just sticking where I can see a little bit of black tarmac still. But yeah, I mean, we seem to be fine. Loving the Rivian here. It is phenomenal. All right, well, we were finally starting to go fast enough that I felt like we were hitting the limit a little bit, but now we are here behind 2 plows. I'm not really sure what they're accomplishing, because this road does not feel plowed at all. But whatever, I guess they're doing something. I'm not criticizing them, just the situation.
Why would they do 2 plows in a row?
We gotta get past Killington, and then we still got a lot to go. Let's just check our elevation and stuff here. Oh yeah, we're only at 1,700 feet. We still have another 3,000-ish to go. But look how fast we're climbing. That's interesting. Oh, look at this. So I think our highest here was set when we went through from Illinois to New Jersey. I think it was the highest point on, was it Route 80 or 90? I forget which road we were on there. But whichever road goes through like Ohio, the highest point there was at about 2,200 feet. But I wonder actually if we have hit higher than that here in Vermont, because the one spot we were skiing in today was 22 to 27. So it could be fascinating. But yeah, interesting conditions. All right, we just went through the Shelburne Pass. About 2,200 feet. So didn't set the record. Oh well. But yeah, we're still stuck behind the plows. And interestingly, it seems like they lost power around here. These places here are quiet. But we are starting to head down the hill now, and we are on regen braking, which is, like I said, feels a lot more stable than if you were like actually just braking the whole time as you're driving here. And I'll report back if we happen to like max out, because every once in a while when you are doing a lot of regen, it'll eventually get to the point where it can't put any energy back in the battery, and like sort of is starting to overheat the motors a little bit. But so far we have not had that problem here. I think probably because it's so cold. But I will let you know if that happens. Moose crossing, next 4 miles, boys. Keep your eyes out for moose. We've got a Nissan Ariya over here with Vermont temporary tags that I've never seen before. Yeah, interesting choice. I'm surprised at that, especially up here with the range it's got and whatnot. But okay, I mean, whatever, works. Hey, more EVs, never a bad thing. Alright, we are charging again here at the Hampton Inn in Rutland. We've got an iX next to us, which is pretty sweet. I like the iX here from New Jersey. I wonder if they work for BMW. But yeah, so apparently you do have to pay for these. It's free energy, but you pay $1 per hour of parking, which still works out to be really good, especially on the Rivian where you're taking in a ton of energy. So we're doing that. I hate though these things where you have to use an app and then you have to like auto charge into it and you're always paying a balance like Starbucks or something. So you're basically like always paying more than you actually need on it, and then it's just sitting there until the next time you need it. I don't know when I'm ever going to use a SEMA Connect or Blink charger again. but whatever. Try to at least get it like burned down as close to zero as possible. But it's just nice to have this option. We're gonna have a nice full car again in the morning. We'll charge again at Okemo, and what else could you want? But yeah, I think that'll do it for the night. All right, well, that was a really fun second day. Great charging, a lot of fun adventures here in Okemo, and basically got the same thing going on again tomorrow. All right, good? All right, we're back here in the Rivian, and I absolutely just love this car for skiing. Not only do we have room for the ski racks in the back, on the top, we've got so much room in the trunk. We have ski poles and all of our gear back there so that we can heat it up and get it dried out. But I just love the fact that you can get the climate going from far away with your phone too. So we had that going to get all the snow and ice melted off of here. Everybody else is stuck here brushing their cars off, and for us, we just melted it straight off like that. So easy peasy, and now we're nice and warm and heading back to our hotel. All right, so we're just gonna test out snow mode quickly here. So we've got a nice snowy, icy parking lot. And so supposedly what this will do is, well, it just says it gives us more control, but I think the biggest thing is with stopping. So basically now if I just let I don't wanna crash into this human. Now we hit the regen. Oh no, that's still, that slow is pretty bad. I don't know if that actually did anything better. And then the other thing it's supposed to do, so here we're on a slight incline. It's supposed to be with the hold. It should hold better here in the snow and give us a better slip start. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. All right, so try it again here. Let's just stop for a second. And now we're gonna go. Oh yeah, oh that was really good. No tire spin or anything. All right, great. So snow mode works great. I don't think we need as much now. I'm gonna go back to all purpose, but we are driving off to Okemo now, and it is, it was 9 degrees a second ago, and now it's 10. Quite cold out there, so we'll see how this affects our efficiency and our drive today. We're going to be driving back to New Jersey after our skiing today. And we were, thanks to the hotel's charging, we were able to charge up to about, it was at least 85, I think. I maybe eke out a couple more percent in the morning because I had it preconditioning and charging at the same time. So we're a little bit over 85%, I think. And we'll see if we get there early enough at Okemo to get one of the chargers. They open at 8, we're getting there at 8:06, so we'll see, but it is a long weekend. It's been super busy and packed there, so fingers crossed, we'll see. But worst case, we'll just, I think almost regardless, we're gonna have to stop on the way home. So it's really just a question of, do we stop for like 5-10 minutes, or we stop for 15-20. It's really not a big deal either way. All right. Join us in a beautiful sunny day at Okemo in Vermont, and we're here in our Rivian R1S. We're joined by 2 other green Rivians. Nice to see a comparison between all of them. This New York one has been here every day we have. They're early risers. We are juicing up here off of the Tesla chargers thanks to our adapter. we're gonna have an awesome ski day, so come along with us. We got a big road trip back home too, all the way to New Jersey, so it should be an interesting drive. All right, so we've got all of our Rivians charging up here. Looks like they've got the J1772. This nice T has got a little adapter there, as do we, from EVBase, which is really nice because it allows us to use the Tesla one, since this Tesla over here decided to use our post. But we were able to just stretch this one and it reached fine. We got a Model Y, a Bolt, a Model S, our Rivians, another Y, I think a Polestar, and a Tesla up there, and they've been having some issues or something. I don't know, they've been negotiating chargers for quite a while now. And I'm finally getting the kids ready, so we're gonna go hit the slopes. But we've got a 300-mile drive back to New Jersey today, so we wanna make sure we're fully charged. All right, so they could definitely afford to add some more chargers in here, because the number of Teslas that have driven by looking for a spot is pretty incredible while we were getting ready here. Say at least 6 or so. Although one I think was the same one that went by multiple times, but whatever. And then these guys up here, I don't know what their deal is. They've been, they took even longer than us to get ready. And they were going around asking everybody how much charge they needed for the day so that they could have their charger instead. I mean, I won't judge that too much. I guess I understand it if you've got a long drive back like we do, but still, you gotta get here earlier. All right, off we go. Oh, yeah. I realized how awesome, I like the ski racks on here, but how awesome it would be to have the gear tunnel on the R1T for skiing also. I think we might need to consider getting one. All right, we've got a beautiful bluebird day here at Okemo. Gorgeous down here at Jackson Gore Base. We're heading up the mountain. It's a fun time. Anything interesting to say?
God does not have his.
What about you?
The snow should be more than 4 inches.
Okay. There you go. There's your ski report for the day. Nice over here. Oh, that's some actual snow. Look at that. Feels nice. He just went down this, straight down this part. You got it. Just go down this part here, Axel, and then you can come over to the side. It's nice and open there. Or go right through that part. Okay. All right, well, we're the last ones here, shutting down Okemo on Monday of MLK weekend, and we had an amazing day skiing. We got 19 runs in, it said, about 20 miles and 22,000 feet of vertical descent, which is insane with these kids. We did a ton of glade runs and everything too, but awesome day. We've absolutely been loving and enjoying the use of these EV chargers that they've got here. I've already kind of talked about these, but there's 9 chargers here. It's 6 Tesla ones and 3 Clipper Creek J1772 ones. We had to use this one from all the way over here because of the way people were parked and stuff. But thankfully we've got our Tesla adapter, which really came in handy today. Oh, I see. That's why we had charging errors before. I think somebody drove over this. This one's coming apart now. So that's not awesome. But otherwise, these are in great shape and have been working super well. It's also just been nice to charge even faster off of here. And I've been able to keep an eye on the car from our Rivian app, and we've had the heat going for the last like 10 minutes or so to get everybody warmed up. We're charged up to 95% for our big drive home. And it seems like we may not even have to stop with conserve mode. So let's go take our drive now. It's going to be getting dark, but we should have some nice sunset views now. And should be interesting as we head through the mountains and hopefully not a ton of traffic going back all the way to New Jersey. Here we go. Oh, also, I think this is not heated in the front here because we had a whole bunch of ice hanging off the front of the front before, like on the inside hood here. Looks like it's largely melted now, but we'll find out if it melts even more because we've got our boots in here that have a bunch of ice on it. So we'll see if those are frosted by the time we get home. And our poor baby is in such a need of a wash now. I'm gonna have to find a good touchless cleaner since we put that PPF on there. But yeah, can't let her sit like this very long. All right, so here is our route plan. So we are in conserve mode already to get as far as we can. A lot of people will comment that we shouldn't be using auto ride height because it wears out the tires more and is not great for the suspension. So you've turned auto off for that, and we're just in standard, and I'll probably go to low when we get to the highway. I don't really know if that makes a huge difference, but I just don't really want to hear about it anymore, and why not for this drive, but we'll probably put it back on once we get back home. And then basically here's our route plan. It wants us to stop in Kingston, New York at the EA station and charge for 14 minutes. It said that we would get home with 5 miles of range if we didn't stop. So that's pretty close. We're gonna see if we can maybe eke out some more range by keeping a slower speed or something. And if we can get that above, like, I don't know, 5 is cutting it short, I think, in the Rivian, because sometimes it can drop off a little bit, although it's usually pretty accurate. But if I can get that up to maybe like 20, then we'll go for it. All right, we're driving through beautiful Troy right now in New York, and I just checked, and we are definitely gonna have to stop to charge because I guess our efficiency is worse, and we are now, if we didn't stop at all, we'd get home with negative 5 miles of range, so not happening. So the real question is, do we stop at, we have basically 2 choices along the way. There's an EA in Kingston, New York, which I've been to before. That's the one at the bank where there's like no facilities.
In a quarter mile, bear right onto Interstate 787 South.
Okay. There's like no facilities or anything there, but there are 4 350 chargers, I believe, there. So, and they all were working pretty well last time I was there. So at least we know it'll be reliable. And then the other option is there's one in Newburgh, New York at a Walmart, and it looks like one is down, one is a 150, and the 2 350s at least are currently in use. So that would be a little bit better for us because it is further into the battery and we'd probably get a faster charge, but I don't really want to risk not getting a 350. So we'll probably do the Newburgh one. No, sorry, the Kingston one. But I'll keep an eye on both as we keep going. And here are our efficiency stats from the drive down so far. So we're 60 miles in. We're getting 1.99 miles per kilowatt hour, which is not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. It's been super cold, like down in the single digits for quite a bit of the drive. So
They're right onto Interstate
efficiency's definitely taking a hit.
south.
All right, and this is the first time we are on a mapped highway and we can use highway assist. So very happy and thankful for that. So that'll make the drive a lot easier. This light is incredibly bright. So let me turn that off in a second, but lane merge and automatically resume. So nice, so simple, so seamless. But I was gonna say, you know, for all of the driving that we've done in this car, it is so comfortable. I really don't understand people that say that these seats are too hard and too firm. They are super comfortable. I don't know if it's just, maybe I'm not that discriminating with my seats. I don't have a Princess and a Peep behind, but I definitely find it super comfortable and haven't had any problem at all. And we've been in here for hours and hours and hours. They're definitely like on the firm side, but I don't know, I don't find them at all uncomfortable. So maybe they don't compare quite to like a Mercedes or BMW or something. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think they're all pretty similar. All right, so we're arriving here at the EA station, Kingston.
You have arrived at your destination.
Ford Lightning here. At least they are. Walmart. Oh boy. Ay, ay, ay. What is that? Oh, 94. All right, so let's get charging here. We don't need too long of a charge, I don't think. We've used these ones before. It's just a weird setup here. Like we're at this bank that there's nothing at, so I don't even know where people go. This guy's just sleeping. This is this one. Oof, it is absolutely frigid out here. So these are Evolve New York ones, but they're like powered by Electrify America. These units are quite nice with they've got these extendable like pull-out cables. Cables are very thick though, and it is frigid out here, so the cables are pretty stiff. The downside though is it's not set by, the pricing isn't set by Electrify America. So it's set by the New York Power Authority, and it is 10 cents more, or 9 cents more kilowatt hour than member pricing on Electrify America, and there's no way to buy it down. So that's stinky. They also take a very long time to initiate the charging. I'm still waiting here, swiped a while ago. We have a Lucid Air over here. Sorry, it's impossible to see out the window. Unplug and try again. Alright, well, apparently I did the wrong one before, so I was paying for the Lucid's charging over here, so I hope he figures it out. I'll tell him in a second. So now we are starting to go. And I don't even notice it's me. Welcome, Tyler. We are price gouging you. Smile. Alright, starting to charge. Charged to 63%, really? Seems excessive. Okay. Well, what can you do? Oh, we're ramping up pretty fast now. Let's see, will we get over 200? So we've got three pretty high-powered vehicles here. Oh, this guy's from Indiana. We got a Lightning. It's a rental. Interesting. But he's almost done charging. He's at like 95%, yeah, 92% down below 100 kilowatts. We've got our R1S. We're taking about 180 kilowatts right now, I think. And this Lucid Air Grand Tour, or Lucid Air Pure, he's getting 150. So we're actually taking the most right now. We're at 170. Yeah, so the trip planner here is very conservative. I just checked and we are only like 90 miles from home, but it wants us to charge to 218 miles, 63%. I'm gonna unplug about now because there's no reason for us to keep charging. Plus we're kind of starting to come down a little bit in terms of charging rate. So I think that's probably good. And we're already at $15, jeez, it's accumulates fast. So a lot cheaper than gas for a trip like this, but expensive at some of these ones here in upstate New York especially. I guess New York must just have high electricity prices, at least compared to the other places that we've been. But anyway, I think we are set now, and let's actually just see, continue our trip.
Drive south.
Yeah, we're gonna get home with 70 miles, so
sharp left.
plenty. All right, you can always go slower if we need to. It is getting cold, plus I want us to get home because it's getting late, everyone's cranky, and it's supposed to start snowing at about 10 o'clock tonight, and we're supposed to get another, like, somewhere between 4 and 6 inches, and they've already delayed school tomorrow. So, might as well go. All right, there's our charging summary, which you can't read from here, but I'll put it up. But I was gonna say the Lucid over here must have a really small battery. They're only charging at less than 150 kilowatts, and they put in, yeah, they're at 32 kilowatt hours, and they went from, let's call that maybe like 15% to 50 already. So, very small battery pack in the Pure, I guess, but with the efficiency, you can still get pretty far. Going to manufacturer plates, aren't they? Lucy plates. Interesting.
Drive.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Why did that just drop down to 28 miles? That's still fine for us to get home, but that's like, now I'm going to be busy staring at that and freaking out the whole time. It's at 70 before. We're getting closer and closer to home now. We're only about 10 minutes away. So, let's see, we have brought the snow with us because we are getting some flurries now. There's a little dusting on the ground in some spots and lots of salt on the road. But I just wanted to show now, we're projected to still get home with 28 miles of range remaining. And basically I've watched the delta here between the, I guess you would just call this like the rated range meter, and how many miles we have coming down and down. So it still seems like we're going to get there with more like 45 to 50 rather than 28, but whatever. So here's our efficiency. We're down to 1.8 miles per kilowatt hour, and I'm going to blame that mostly on the temperature and probably some headwind here. Not great, but we're kind of coming to expect it anytime that the temperature is below freezing. All right, well, we are back home now. So thank you so much for coming along with us for our road trip. Hope you enjoyed it. If you somehow missed part 1, make sure to go check that out too. And if you did catch it, but if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to do that as well, because we've got tons of other Rivian road trips coming up. We're going up to Stowe, Vermont, for an even longer road trip in about a month. We've got some other stuff planned too. Plus, we are going to be checking out a ton of other EVs, so you don't want to miss any of that. All right, thanks, and we'll see you out there on the road.